seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Broncos going up against the Bears. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Lynch. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
On third down, Lynch. And incomplete here on third down. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchdown. Back. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first carry for the rookie, Jordan Howard. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
Another carry for the rookie. It's Jordan Howard. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's caught. Eddie Royal. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Cutler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 53 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number. C.J. Anderson. He's at the 30. And a cutback left and a crease here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 77 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd and 10. It's Cutler again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go now. Speed, let's see. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015. Now a run with Anderson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They give it to Anderson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run. Anderson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Anderson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Cutler now off the bootleg. He hits White, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So Langford the carry there. 4th-round pick last year with Forte vacating to New York. A lot of the spotlight on Langford.
A lot of running backs have possibilities in Chicago. If he can emerge and eat up carries, I think he'll produce in a big way.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This is Langford on 1st and 10. Cuts back, left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, 26 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him with contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Simeon now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll run with 4 set. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The play clock's running down. To throw on second is Simeon. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun on third, Simeon. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Brown's got it for a Bronco touchdown. Marlon Brown, 44 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a three-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Hoyer. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller, 71 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that. And
Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he's brought down after a good game. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Off of play action, Simeon rolling to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9. 2-9.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On first down, this is Forsett. Forsett hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball.
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Here's Simeon now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a handoff left. It's Forsett. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Simeon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marlon Brown ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the right side, this is Miller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Leopard!
A give to Howard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Slot man moves right.
No. Check. Patriot!
Now Hoyer. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Now it's Langford. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Bears' first-year kicker Connor Barth for the field goal try. And Barth puts it through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now a play fake here on bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Simeon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Hoyer. He's got Thompson here, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, leg through. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Hoyer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game, do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive, be bold. Let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big mistakes. Run our offense, get in that spot, and see if you get the 3, and hopefully, maybe even more.
Either way, I bet they're happy to have options.
Here we go now. Green.
To throw on second is Simeon. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And it'll bring up third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And that is incomplete. Marlon Brown, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And now they're in the hurry-up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They go play action here on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They run with Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Now let's go.
Now Hoyer. He's got the hook up to Miller. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. On play action, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Here's Hoyer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The reigning Super Bowl MVP, Von Miller, coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Leopard.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Watch it now, Barney. Check 6 guard.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A give. This is Forsett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They stay on the ground. Forsett again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw is Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hoyer. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they've put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll look to throw here. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, now look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Leopard. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Check 31. Hot.
Now Hoyer. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Daniel Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Stiff-armed him. Still on his feet. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. All right, now look at 56. Listen now, party.
They start on the ground with Forsett. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on second is Simeon. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. No. Check, Patriot.
10th carry now for Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now it's Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green, 39. Over.
On 4th down, Simeon. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
After the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Hoyer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The lone setback is Langford. Hoyer. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Halfback sent in motion.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The second sack of the game for Von Miller. We know about his speed, but for me, his ability to bend and get underneath guys trying to block him, it's almost unparalleled what he gets done. He loves to get to the quarterback.
He does love getting to the quarterback. You know what he also loves, folks? Chickens. He minored in poultry science at Texas A&M, ended up loving it, now has a chicken farm in the Lone Star State. True story. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Brown, the lone receiver left. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Mitch Unrein in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Look at 56.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
A running play now for Forsett. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forsett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They're 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the handoff, this is Howard. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. This is Howard on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, this is Howard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
On the move to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Billy Wynn in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And Bart puts it through. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On second down for Seth. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Simeon on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Like any team, they would have loved to have more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. After the penalty, it's Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
Here's Hoyer. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll go as a... Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Simeon now to throw. Backing up. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw. That's caught at the 1. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Good. Set. Blue landing.
They'll look to run with Langford. And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
And not only did they score, they tied the game. That means...
Yep, the PAT now can win it. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate.